This small vehicle that you see in front of you is one of the vehicles that we will convert into hydrogen and fuel, and then later on we intend to run this vehicle on strictly water using a very high voltage system with a 50,000 volt pulse that should run this vehicle, convert the water into fuel instantaneously and ignite it. Right, some of the devices you see in front of us are going to be part of the system that we will build eventually to run an engine on just plain water. And what are you going to need for that? Well, you're going to need a high voltage device, such as this device here. Produces from 10 to 60,000 volts. Okay, and this is some of the experiments that we have set up. We will have a spark plug here with a large gap. We'll feed water in. Eventually the water will ignite, flow up through. Another piece here will have a ceramic piece. Eventually a flame will shoot out the other end. And now I'll give you a little bit of a close-up on this device so that you can see it. This high voltage device will be fed into this spark plug on one end and attached to the base of the other. And while we feed water into this tube, it will cause the water to convert to hydrogen and oxygen and explode and create a flame. So this will be the basis of which will happen into the new combustion engine in the future. It will require no gasoline. This is the new engine that we will be applying that high voltage to with the water to get up to operate. And that'll be one of our last projects, because once we run on water, we certainly won't need any more fuel whatsoever. And this is a Briggs & Stratton 4-stroke engine. This is a system that is commercially out there, but however we have tremendous engineering improvements over it, so it functions at a much efficient and produces a lot more hydrogen and oxygen gas when it's powered up. So what I'm going to do as I power this thing up, first what I'm going to do is put a heat exchangers which are attached to the flat plates. We turn those on, and after the heat exchangers are running, then I am going to turn this system on, the power, and this bottle right here will float up until it reaches 2 liters filled with gas, hydrogen and oxygen, 2H2 plus O2. So here we go. In this scene here, you're looking at a piece of aluminum that we have machined out and attached very, very weak magnets in the same polarity. On this side is electromagnet, and up the opposite side is a Hall generator. As the magnets pass the Hall generator, it sends a pulse to this drive, this magnetic drive, electromagnetic drive, which then kicks the rotator around. At some point, the power that feeds the drive system gets less than what the output of the shaft is. Therefore, you can generate more power out than you can put in. And just to show you, I'll plug it in here. There is no commutators to the drive. It's simply driving on magnetic force. I'm sure you've seen this type of thing before, but if you have a heavier flywheel, such as stainless steel, and you use neodymium magnets, you get a tremendous amount more force out of this thing on the shaft than the power it takes to drive it. And this area here is where I'm producing the neural stabilizers. You can see them in partial construction. The neural stabilizers has helped me, it's helped a lot of people, and this is the way of the future. We want to be able to get off drugs. So this helps people in many different ways. And I'll pan over here to show you one that's under construction right now. All I have to do is finish it up, put the cover on, and it's ready to go. It's the area where I keep my green screen when I want to do a shot and have a background that's different while I'm talking. And here, as you can see, is a saucer sitting on top of a beaker. By the time I eliminate the green screen, the saucer sits by itself in space. And I put a film behind it so it looks like it's traveling through space. You can do this, anyone can do this. In this scene, you'll notice that there's a new reactor system right here that we have a patent on, and it produces a tremendous amount of hydrogen and oxygen, but a lot of heat as well, and does consume quite a bit of power. As you follow it up, you'll notice that in order to keep the gas cool, we had to put a column, cooling column, in other words, a reflux column, so that the water would recondense back into the reaction while the gases are dried and go through the system. After the gas goes through the system, it then comes over, goes through a pressure gauge so we know what the pressure is, and then goes to this, what we call the displacement column. As you can see here, it displaces an inner column to tell us exactly how many cubic centimeters per minute are we getting of fuel. In this vessel here, you'll notice that there's an unusual cathode. It's the black item you see within the solution. We call it the alien formula. And the crystals are the same type of crystals found at crop circles. It is the cathode. And it generates a tremendous amount of hydrogen fuel and stores the hydrogen fuel as well. Just off to the left of that, you can barely see it, is a small piece of platinum material used as the anode. But it's very efficient in energy conversion. In this small vessel, the core in here, of which we have a patent on, is a 1-inch diameter. And I'm going to apply power to it as well as a heat exchanger to keep the solution cool. The temperature of that water that's within that vessel right now is only 20 degrees, 20.6 degrees centigrade. Remember, water boils at 100 degrees centigrade, so that is not boiling. That's a lot of hydrogen and oxygen being put out. In this vessel, which is sitting on top of a mixer, is an extraction of the compound that I was looking for so that we could make the ET crystals. This is a small chemistry area where I keep some of the compounds that which we have developed for both the energy as well as a compound that will kill bacteria, MRSA, and viruses. This is the area of my workbench where I do all the microcircuitry. Some of the things that you're looking at right now are props for my partner in Los Angeles, Stephen Passanti. He is a stunt actor for 3 Star Trek series, and this is one of the props he asked me to make. And you hold it up like so, you turn it on, press a button, and it goes a different direction, press and it goes off. This is a disc from the old Invaders. program. This light you see is the nozzle that comes off this weapon. Another one is another one of the discs that you can signal on and off for a prop. We will be planning to make many other new props for the group called Advanced Technical Engineering that will be producing new props, new saucers purchased by the general public. You're now looking at the studio where I generally broadcast my radio program from, but you can see that I play both keyboards and the guitar. The guitar is a Gretsch. It's like the Gretsch I had when I was 16. My good friend Stephen Pisani is a master of music. He's a composer, he's an actor, he's a stunt driver, and he also plays guitar and keyboard. We hope some of the things that we produce in the future you will like. This concludes the second part of my operation in trying to help the planet and its people. I'm not the greatest talker in the world. I sometimes find it very hard and difficult to come up with the words, so you'll have to excuse my clumsiness in terms of when I'm explaining some things. But it's been an enjoyable event to have people write to me and to keep all my friends on Facebook looking at some of the things I've developed, as well as I'm very interested in their work as well. I can't always answer everyone on Facebook, which in turns makes me feel guilty. However, I've got work to do, and I'm thinking of all of you. All I can say is that I'm going to do the best I can to answer everyone's message on Facebook and keep up the faith. So let's all try to learn something and take care of one another. Permanent peace and freedom on this planet for all. Our alien friends are here to help.